Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a strange, comforting pull? A message to all who gaze at the stars: you are not alone. Tonight we will embark on a journey that you can experience with your eyes closed. We often make mistakes when imagining space. We picture it as an empty, frightening void. But black holes and infinite expanses seem scary, only until you realize they are the cradle of absolute peace. Do you want to see what lies at the very edge of reality? You do not need to be an astronaut to leave the solar system. You will not have to study complex physics to understand the grand design of the cosmos. Just breathe slowly. Let the noise of the city fade away. If you love the silence of the night, you will love this journey. We are going to explore a mystery that has puzzled humanity for generations. What exists beyond the observable universe? Close your eyes. We will do the rest. Let us drift together into the ultimate unknown. Before we cross the ultimate boundary, we must understand the sphere in which we live. Imagine a bubble of light. This bubble is our entire observable universe. It is incredibly vast, measuring roughly 93 billion light-years across. Every star you have ever seen, every galaxy captured by our greatest telescopes, and every glowing nebula exists inside this bubble. But this bubble is not a physical wall. It is simply a limit of time and light. Our universe is 13.8 billion years old. Because the speed of light is finite, we can only see as far as light has had time to travel since the dawn of creation. If a galaxy is too far away, its light has not yet reached our eyes. It is hidden in the dark. This creates a cosmic horizon. Just like a sailor looking out at the ocean, the horizon does not mean the water ends. It just means our vision cannot reach any further. So, what lies in the waters beyond our cosmic horizon? Let us drift past this edge. Let us discover the secrets hidden in the invisible dark. The illusion of the edge. As we approach the cosmic horizon, you might expect to see a massive wall or an abrupt end to the stars. But the universe does not stop. The first and most comforting possibility is that the universe is simply more of the same. This is known as the cosmological principle. It states that on a grand scale, the universe looks the same everywhere. If you were to magically teleport instantly to a planet at the very edge of our observable universe, you would not see a wall of darkness. You would stand on an alien world, look up at an alien sky, and find yourself in the exact center of a brand new observable universe. You would see billions of new galaxies glowing softly in the dark. It is an endless ocean of stars stretching out forever, a perfect, unbroken rhythm of creation. To illustrate this, imagine standing in a forest in the fog. You can only see the trees within 50 feet of you. But if you walk forward, the fog reveals more trees. The forest does not end. The fog simply moves with you. The universe is a forest of light, and we are slowly walking through the fog of time. A comforting infinity. If the universe truly extends forever, with more galaxies and more stars, it brings a profound sense of peace. Infinity is not something to fear. It is a canvas of endless possibilities. In an infinite space, everything that can happen will happen. But here, in this quiet journey, we can simply appreciate the vastness. Imagine countless worlds spinning silently around countless suns, oceans of liquid methane, skies of deep purple, rings of sparkling ice. Worlds where no human has ever stood, perfectly content in their isolation. This infinite repetition means the cosmos is a cradle of infinite beauty. It is a thought that makes our earthly problems seem so small, like grains of sand on an endless beach. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by the noise of daily life, remember the infinite forest of galaxies. They are out there, right now, spinning in total silence. A silent symphony of gravity and light. But what happens when the universe stretches? We must now face a beautiful yet melancholy truth. The universe is expanding, and not only is it expanding, but this expansion is accelerating. The space between the galaxies is stretching like a cosmic rubber band. Because of this, the galaxies near the edge of our observable universe are moving away from us faster than the speed of light. This does not break the laws of physics, because it is space itself that is stretching. As these distant galaxies cross the cosmic horizon, their light slowly fades. They turn red, then infrared, and finally they vanish entirely from our view. They slip into the unobservable dark. Imagine watching a ship sail over the horizon of the ocean. It slowly sinks below the curve of the Earth, slipping away into the unknown. We are watching billions of ships sail away forever. It is a gentle goodbye. A reminder that everything in the cosmos is constantly moving, constantly flowing into the grand darkness. The silent realm of the unobservable. What is it like in that space where the faded galaxies go? It is exactly like here, but perfectly isolated from us. The light from those stars will never, ever reach our eyes again. The expansion of space acts like an insurmountable tide, pushing them further into the infinite. There is a deep tranquility in this thought. A realm of the universe exists that is forever disconnected from our timeline. It is a place of absolute privacy. Entire civilizations could rise and fall out there. Entire nebulas could burst into brilliant colors, and we would never know. It is a secret kept by the universe itself. If we want to dispel a myth, it is the myth that we will one day map the entire universe. We cannot. The cosmos has built-in boundaries, protecting its mysteries. It teaches us to accept the unknown, to find comfort in the things we cannot control and cannot see. We can only imagine their beauty. Let us drift deeper. What if the universe is not just an endless repetition of stars? What if the geometry of space itself holds a secret? Scientists debate the shape of the universe. Is it flat? Is it curved? If space has a positive curvature, like the surface of a massive sphere, then going far enough beyond the observable universe might eventually lead you right back to where you started. Imagine embarking on the longest journey imaginable. You fly past the cosmic horizon, past billions of unknown galaxies, traveling in a perfectly straight line for trillions of years. You fly through nebulas of gold and blue. You cross absolute voids. And then, after an eternity, you see a familiar yellow star. You see a pale blue dot. You have returned home. In a closed, spherical universe, there is no edge, but there is no true infinity either. It is a perfect cosmic embrace, a loop of existence that holds everything safely within its curve. The topology of a cosmic donut. There is another strange and wonderful idea about the shape of the space beyond our vision. Some physicists propose that the universe could be shaped like a torus, which is the mathematical term for a donut. In this scenario, the universe is flat, but it is connected to itself in multiple directions. If you look far enough into the unobservable universe, you might actually be looking at the back of your own head, infinitely far away. The light would just take so long to wrap around the universe that we would see our own galaxy as it was billions of years ago. It is like standing in a hall of mirrors. The reflections go on forever, creating an illusion of infinity, but the room itself is finite. This concept brings a cozy feeling to the cosmos. It means the universe is a closed room, wrapped in the ultimate blanket of space. A safe harbor where light simply loops around, forever singing the same cosmic song. Now imagine a dark river pulling the stars. As we gaze at the edge of the observable universe, scientists have noticed something breathtaking. They call it the dark flow. Huge clusters of galaxies, some of the most massive structures in our visible universe, are moving together in a specific direction. They are drifting at tremendous speeds, like leaves caught in the slow, powerful current of a river. But what is pulling them? The source of this gravity cannot be seen. It lies beyond the cosmic horizon. Something massive, something unimaginably huge, exists just outside our field of view. It is an unseen giant, exerting its will on the edge of our reality. Picture standing on the shore of a dark ocean, feeling the water pull at your feet, knowing a massive tide is shifting in the unseen depths. The dark flow is a reminder that our universe is connected to the greater unknown. We are part of a much larger, unseen dance. What could create this cosmic current? The structures pulling on our universe must be monumental. They could be gigantic superclusters of galaxies, larger than anything we have ever discovered. Or perhaps they are exotic structures formed in the very first fraction of a second after the Big Bang. They sit out there in the unobservable void, silent and invisible, pulling the fabric of space. It is deeply humbling. We often think of our observable universe as the entire picture, but the dark flow proves that our bubble of light is just a small neighborhood in a sprawling, infinite metropolis. We are resting in the suburbs of creation. This knowledge should not bring fear, but awe. It shrinks our earthly anxieties to the size of a single atom. When you close your eyes and feel the weight of the day, imagine the slow, majestic drift of thousands of galaxies being gently pulled by the invisible hand of the deep cosmos. The theory of a sudden burst. To understand what truly lies out there, we must look at the concept of cosmic inflation. In the very beginning, just a fraction of a second after the universe was born, space itself expanded at an explosive, incomprehensible rate. It stretched faster than light. It took a microscopic patch of space and blew it up to a macroscopic size. This fleeting moment of extreme expansion smoothed out the universe, making it flat and uniform. But what if this inflation did not stop everywhere at once? This brings us to a mind-bending concept, a concept that redefines what lies beyond the horizon. Imagine a boiling pot of water. The water is churning, and bubbles constantly form and expand. The universe we see might just be one of those bubbles. We live inside a pocket where inflation has gracefully stopped, allowing stars and galaxies to form. Welcome to eternal inflation. If inflation stopped in our bubble, it might still be continuing outside of it. The space beyond our observable universe might be a raging infinite ocean of expanding space. It is a place of pure, blinding energy, stretching infinitely fast, forever. In this ocean, inflation is eternal, but occasionally, in random spots, the expansion slows down. A bubble forms. The energy converts into matter and light. A new universe is born. Our magnificent observable universe, with its billions of galaxies and endless wonders, is just one single tiny bubble in an infinite boiling ocean of eternal inflation. There are other bubbles out there, other universes, separated from us by oceans of rapidly expanding, uncrossable space. This is the multiverse, a beautiful bubbling foam of reality. Each bubble is a safe haven, a quiet pocket in the eternal storm of creation. Imagine floating toward another bubble. What would we find if we could somehow cross the raging void of inflating space and enter another bubble universe? The possibilities are as limitless as imagination itself. Because each bubble forms from random quantum fluctuations, the laws of physics inside them might be entirely different from our own. In another bubble, gravity might be so strong that stars collapse before they even ignite. That universe would be completely dark, a peaceful, endless void of heavy shadows. In another bubble, gravity might be so weak that matter never clumps together at all. It would be a universe of gently drifting, glowing gas, a permanent, sparkling mist. There is a deep serenity in realizing that reality is not bound by a single set of rules. The multiverse is an infinite gallery of abstract art painted by the laws of physics. We are just living in one specific masterpiece. The string theory landscape. Some physicists believe that the fundamental building blocks of reality are not tiny dots, but microscopic, vibrating strings of energy. Just like the strings of a cosmic guitar, the way they vibrate determines the particles and forces they create. String theory suggests there are extra dimensions, curled up so tightly we cannot see them. And here is the secret of the unobservable universe. The way these dimensions curl up can happen in unimaginable ways. In fact, there could be 10 to the power of 500 different ways. That is a 1 followed by 500 zeros. Each different way creates a universe with completely different physics. If eternal inflation is true, every single one of those possibilities exists as a physical bubble out there in the infinite dark. A universe for every possible chord on the cosmic guitar. A symphony of parallel worlds playing a silent song across the immense void. A universe made of antimatter. Let us imagine one of these distant bubbles, a universe where the fundamental charges of particles are reversed, an anti-universe. It looks exactly like ours. It has galaxies, stars, and planets. It might even have a pale blue dot orbiting a yellow sun. But everything is made of antimatter. The stars burn with anti-hydrogen. The rain falls as anti-water. It is a perfect, pristine mirror image of our world. If matter and antimatter were to touch, they would annihilate each other in a flash of pure energy. So, nature keeps these universes safely separated by billions of light years of expanding space. It is a beautiful balance, a cosmic quarantine that protects the delicate symmetry of existence. Knowing that perfect reflections of our world might exist out there in the boundless dark can bring a strange sense of companionship. We are part of a grand, mirrored hall of wonders. The many worlds of quantum mechanics. There is another path beyond the observable universe, not through physical space, but through the fabric of probability. Have you ever made a difficult choice and wondered what would have happened if you chose differently? Quantum mechanics suggests that you do not have to wonder. In the many worlds interpretation, every time a quantum event occurs, reality splits. It branches out like a massive, infinite tree. Just beyond the veil of our perception, occupying the exact same physical space but completely inaccessible to us, are infinite parallel realities. A universe where you woke up a minute earlier. A universe where humanity never left the oceans. A universe where the dinosaurs still watch the stars. This is a journey you can take without leaving your room. The unobservable universe is not just far away, it is right here, layered on top of us, a silent ghost of infinite possibilities. Let us return to the physical edge. Imagine standing on the very boundary of our observable bubble. You are looking out into the zone where light from the Big Bang is just now reaching us. This light is called the cosmic microwave background. It is the afterglow of creation itself. When we look at the edge of the universe, we are looking back in time, 13.8 billion years. We are seeing a wall of fire. But do not be afraid, this fire has cooled over billions of years into a gentle, invisible microwave whisper. It is the absolute limit of our sight. It acts as a curtain. We cannot see past this curtain because before the time this light was emitted, the universe was a dense, glowing fog of plasma. Light could not travel at all. The horizon is literally a wall of ancient, cooled light, a soft, glowing blanket wrapping around our observable reality. What shadows lie on the curtain? Scientists study this ancient wall of microwave light with extreme precision. They look for tiny fluctuations in temperature. These tiny, warm and cool spots are the seeds that eventually grew into the galaxies we see today. But some researchers look for something more mysterious. They look for scars. If our universe is a bubble in the multiverse and there are other bubbles floating out there, what happens if two bubbles collide? Just like soap bubbles in a bath, they might bump into each other. Such a cosmic collision would leave a massive, circular bruise on the cosmic microwave background. A cold spot in the sky. Some astronomers believe they have actually found exactly that. A strangely cold region of space that cannot be easily explained? Is it a gentle kiss from a neighboring universe? A quiet greeting from the unobservable void? It is a romantic thought for those who gaze at the night sky. The absolute vacuum. Let us push our minds even further, beyond the galaxies, beyond the cosmic microwave curtain, beyond the expanding bubbles. What if we reach the space between universes, the true void? We often think of empty space as nothingness, but in physics, nothingness does not exist. Even in the deepest, darkest, most isolated regions beyond the observable universe, space is bubbling with energy. It is called the quantum vacuum. Virtual particles constantly pop into existence, borrow a tiny amount of energy from the void, and instantly annihilate each other. It is a microscopic, invisible sea of activity. It is the breathing of space itself. In the places where there is absolutely no light, no matter, and no sound, the universe is still whispering. The void is alive. This realization brings immense comfort. You can never truly be empty. Even in the profound darkness of the infinite beyond, there is a subtle, eternal energy keeping the fabric of reality intact. A journey to the end of time. What lies beyond the observable universe is deeply connected to what lies at the end of time. As the universe continues to expand, the cosmic horizon will eventually swallow everything. Hundreds of billions of years from now, the galaxies will be pushed so far away that they will become completely invisible. The night sky of Earth will be pitch black. Any future civilizations that might exist in our galaxy will look up and see nothing but darkness. They will think they are entirely alone in an empty universe. They will have no way of knowing about the billions of galaxies that once painted the sky. They will be trapped inside a tiny, isolated, observable universe. This teaches us how precious our current era is. We are living in a golden age of cosmology. We are privileged to see the grand tapestry of the cosmos before it is hidden forever in the unobservable dark. It is a fleeting, beautiful moment in eternity. The peace of absolute isolation. Imagine being one of those distant future stars, completely cut off from the rest of the cosmos. It might sound lonely, but there is a profound serenity in absolute isolation. It is the ultimate retreat, a cosmic sanctuary where no external force can reach you. When you are feeling stressed by the demands of the world, imagine retreating into your own unobservable universe. Imagine closing the horizon around you, shutting out all the light and noise of the galaxy. You become a silent island of calm, floating gently in the dark. The problems of the world cannot cross the horizon. They fade into the expanding void, leaving you in perfect, undisturbed peace. The universe gives us this mental sanctuary. It shows us that boundaries and horizons are not prisons, but protective shields. You are safe in the dark. Let us explore the concept of cosmic scale. To truly appreciate what lies beyond, we must realize our size. We are made of atoms. The Earth is made of rock and water. The Sun is a massive sphere of plasma. Our Milky Way galaxy holds hundreds of billions of suns. The observable universe holds trillions of galaxies. And the unobservable universe? It is likely millions of times larger than that, perhaps infinite. This scale is beyond human comprehension. It breaks our everyday logic. And that is exactly why it is so relaxing. When we shrink our minds to the size of a single electron floating in an infinite ocean, our earthly anxieties vanish. How can we worry about tomorrow when we are part of an endless, eternal dance of cosmic proportions? We are stardust, temporarily assembled into a consciousness that can contemplate the infinite. It is a brief, miraculous spark of awareness in an ocean of forever. The light we will never see. There is a deeply poetic thought that astronomers often share. Somewhere out there, far beyond the edge of the observable universe, a magnificent star is exploding. A supernova of unimaginable beauty. It is throwing out clouds of gold, platinum, and deep purple dust. It is the most beautiful painting nature has ever created, but its light is fighting a losing battle. Because the space between us and that star is expanding faster than the speed of light, that beautiful image will never reach Earth. It is a masterpiece painted for an empty room. It exists only for itself. This dispels the myth that everything in the universe must have a purpose or an observer. Sometimes beauty exists simply to exist. A flower blooming in a forest where no one walks. A star exploding in a space where no one looks. It is an invitation to just be. You do not always need to be seen or understood. You are allowed to simply exist, beautiful and complete in your own space. Drifting in the dark flow. Let us return to the dark flow, that mysterious current pulling our galaxies. Imagine yourself stepping off the Earth. You leave the atmosphere, you float past the moon, you glide silently past Jupiter and its peaceful, icy moons. You leave the solar system entirely. Now, you let go. You stop trying to swim. You simply let the gravity of the cosmos take you. You join the flow of the galaxies. You are drifting on a silent, invisible river that spans billions of light years, the ultimate cosmic lazy river. You are moving toward the great unknown, toward the massive mysteries that pull from beyond the horizon. There is no rush. This journey takes billions of years. You are suspended in absolute zero gravity, wrapped in the velvety darkness of deep space. Every muscle in your body relaxes as you surrender to the infinite current. The symphony of low frequencies. As you drift toward the unobservable edge, what do you hear? Space is a vacuum, so sound waves cannot travel as they do on Earth. But the universe is not truly silent. It vibrates. Huge black holes colliding, stars spinning, and the expansion of space itself create gravitational waves. These are ripples in the very fabric of space-time. If we could translate these ripples into sound, the unobservable universe would sound like a deep, slow heartbeat, a subsonic hum that vibrates through your very soul. It is the bass note of creation. Imagine feeling this vibration in your chest, a slow, rhythmic thumping that matches your own heartbeat. Thump, thump, thump. It is the sound of time passing in the void, a lullaby sung by the invisible giants that inhabit the infinite dark. The colors of the unseen. We often picture the beyond as pure black, but if the universe is infinite, the unobservable regions are filled with exactly the same vibrant colors we see here. Imagine deep red nebulas, shaped like cosmic roses, spanning hundreds of light years. Imagine the piercing blue light of young, hot stars, the golden glow of ancient galaxies. Because light stretches as it travels through expanding space, the colors shift. If we could somehow instantly see those distant galaxies, they might appear as deep, soothing shades of infrared and microwave radiation, colors that human eyes cannot perceive, but that we can feel as a gentle, warming heat. The unobservable universe is not empty. It is a hidden kaleidoscope, a secret garden of light flourishing in total silence. The concept of pure potential. Think of the unobservable universe as an unwritten book. Because we cannot see it, it can be anything. In quantum physics, a particle exists in all possible states until it is observed. The act of observation locks it into reality. Perhaps the unobservable universe works the same way on a grand scale. Because no human eye or telescope has ever looked upon those distant regions, they remain in a state of pure magical potential. They are everything and nothing all at once. A canvas waiting for the brush of gravity. This is the ultimate freedom. The space beyond the horizon is not bound by our maps or our expectations. It is wild, untamed space. Whenever you feel trapped by the routines of your life, let your mind wander to the edge of the universe. There, the rules melt away and infinite possibilities bloom in the dark. Let us pause and look back. Imagine you are standing exactly on the line of the cosmic horizon. You turn around and look back toward Earth. What do you see? You do not see the Earth as it is today. You see the light from our region of space as it was 13.8 billion years ago. You see the raging fire of the Big Bang. You see a blinding wall of plasma. The Earth does not exist yet. The Sun is just a scattered cloud of cold hydrogen. You are witnessing the very dawn of time. From the perspective of the unobservable universe, our home is just a spark waiting to ignite. This shift in perspective is deeply humbling. It reminds us that time is an illusion. The past, present, and future exist simultaneously across the vast distances of space. Everything you have ever worried about has not even happened yet from the viewpoint of the cosmic edge. The architecture of the cosmic web. How are these unobservable galaxies arranged? They are not scattered randomly. The universe has a skeleton. It is called the cosmic web. Dark matter, a mysterious substance that we cannot see or touch, forms gigantic filaments, like glowing threads of silver. These threads stretch across the entire universe, both visible and invisible. The galaxies are strung along these threads like dewdrops on a spider's web. Where the threads intersect, massive clusters of galaxies form. The unobservable universe is a continuation of this magnificent web, a vast, glowing neural network. It looks like the synapses of a giant cosmic brain. Floating along these silver threads is the ultimate journey. You follow the pathways of dark matter, gliding from one glowing intersection to another, a tiny traveler exploring the grandest architecture nature has ever built. The edge of knowledge. As we drift through the dark matter web, we must accept a beautiful truth. The unobservable universe is the ultimate reminder of human humility. No matter how advanced our technology becomes, no matter how large we build our telescopes, there will always be a limit to what we can see. The universe has placed a veil over its deepest secrets. It tells us that it is okay not to know everything. We live in a society obsessed with having all the answers, with mapping every inch of our world. But the cosmos gently whispers, "No, this belongs to the dark." Embracing the mystery is the key to inner peace. We can stop struggling to control the universe and simply surrender to its vastness. The unknown is not an enemy to be conquered. It is a soft blanket under which we can rest. Preparing for the return. Our journey beyond the edge has taken us through infinite repetitions, expanding bubbles, eternal inflation, and the slow, majestic, dark flow. We have felt the deep vibrations of the void and witnessed the hidden colors of unobserved stars. Now it is time to gently begin our descent back to reality. Let the infinite expanse shrink down. Let the millions of bubbles fade from your mind. Follow the silver thread of dark matter back toward our local group of galaxies. Watch as the distant quasars drift past. You are gliding smoothly on the cosmic ocean, surfing the waves of space-time back to our familiar bubble of light. The journey back is effortless. You are simply falling softly toward home. The pale blue dot awaits. You cross the cosmic horizon. The familiar light of our observable universe surrounds you like a warm embrace. You pass the distant galaxies. You enter the Milky Way, a beautiful spiral of stars swirling in the dark. You locate a quiet, average yellow star sitting on the edge of a spiral arm. You approach the third planet, a beautiful sphere of blue oceans and white clouds. You descend through the atmosphere. The silence of the void is replaced by the gentle sound of wind and the distant rustling of leaves. You are back in your room, back in your body. But you have brought something back with you. You have brought the peace of the infinite. You carry the quietness of the cosmic void in your heart. The earthly world seems calmer now. The trivial worries have dissolved into the cosmic background. You are ready to rest. Our voyage beyond the observable universe is complete. We have touched the edge of time, drifted through the multiverse, and listened to the silent hum of eternal space. Now, you can look at the night sky, not with fear of the dark, but with a deep, comforting understanding. The infinite is simply a quiet ocean of endless possibilities, cradling our small, beautiful world. Thank you for taking this cosmic journey with us. Remember, whenever life feels too loud, the silent expanse of the universe is always there, waiting for you to close your eyes and visit. Before you drift off to sleep, let me ask you, what do you imagine lies beyond the horizon? A mirror universe, an endless forest of stars, or a beautiful void? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Sleep well, star traveler, and until next time, keep dreaming of the infinite.